Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to biology class with Mrs. Adebalogun. Today we'll be looking at the topic, the cell. The cell is the basic structural and functional unit of a living thing. We can also say the cell is the basic fundamental unit of life. If we were to break apart an organism, the smallest independent component would be the cell. Now, a cell can replicate itself independently. Hence, they are known as the building blocks of life. All organisms are made up of cells, and they can either be single-celled, that is unicellular organisms, or they can be many-celled, in which case we call them the multicellular organisms. Now, based on the cellular structure of the cell, we have two types of cells, the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells are cells without a definite nucleus. They are always single-celled organisms, that is unicellular organisms. They are small in size, ranging from 0.1 to 0.5 micrometers. The hereditary materials found in a prokaryotic cell can either be a DNA or an RNA. DNA meaning deoxyribonucleic acid, while RNA means ribonucleic acid. Now, prokaryotic cells can reproduce by binary fission. Binary fission whereby an organism divides into two daughter cells, and then the two daughter cells grow in size, and when they are mature they can divide into two as well. So that's binary fission in unicellular organisms. Now, the other type of cell based on the cellular structure are the eukaryotic cells. We have examples in plants and animals. All plants and animals are composed of eukaryotic cells. They always have a definite nucleus. They are multicellular organisms. The sizes are larger than the prokaryotic cells, ranging from 10 micrometers to 100 micrometers. The hereditary materials found in eukaryotic cells are DNA. That's the deoxyribonucleic acids. Eukaryotic cells can reproduce sexually or asexually. They can also reproduce both sexually and asexually. Now, there are two types of eukaryotic cells you have on the examples where we have plants and animals. So there we have plants and animal cells, like you saw on the second page here, the plants and the animal cells. Now, the major difference between a plant and an animal cell is the presence of the chloroplast in the plant cells. So that takes us to components of a cell. Now, all cells, regardless of whether they are plant cells, animal cells, prokaryotic or eukaryotic cells, always have a cell membrane, a cell wall, the cytoplasm. So those are the basic parts all cells have. There you have all the components of the cell that are the nucleus, the nuclear membrane, chromosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, mitochondria, chloroplasts, and vacuoles. So here on this slide we see pictures of cell components. There's the chromosome, the ribosomes, we have the mitochondria and the Golgi apparatus. Now, all components of the cells have their various functions. There's the endoplasmic reticulum, the chloroplasts, and the vacuole. Moving on to cell structure and function. The nucleus is said to be the control center of the cell. It controls all the activities in a cell. In the nucleus is where we find the chromosomes. The chromosomes are the materials that carry genetic characters from parents to offsprings. Ribosomes, they are small round bodies that are usually found either free in the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, just as we see in this picture. They are ribosomes and they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. The function of the ribosome is to synthesize protein. For protein synthesis, let's move on to the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the energy producing organelle of the cell. That is where all energy needed for metabolic activities are produced in the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the sausage-shaped body, and it is bound by two layers, two membranes. The outer membrane forms the sausage shape, while the inner membrane is folded to form partitions called cristae, as you can see there in the picture. Onto Golgi apparatus. They are a system of membrane-lined sacs, usually stacked one on top of the other, just as you see in the picture, and they transport materials in the cell to the endoplasmic reticulum. There. And the function is to transport protein synthesized by the ribosomes that are usually attached to it around the cell. The chloroplast is the green pigment found only in plant cells. Now, it's absent in all animal cells. That's the pigment that takes part in photosynthesis during production of food in plants. And there's the vacuole. It usually acts as a storehouse in a cell. In a plant cell, the vacuole is usually large and central because the plant needs to conserve water. The chloroplasts, the vacuole of the cell is where water is stored. There. Now, assignment is to differentiate between a prokaryotic and a eukaryotic cell, and to identify the cell components not present in the plant cell. Thank you. Now, your assignments, you can be written out. You can take a picture of it with your name written on it and send in. Thank you.